Manila at buong bansa. Ito ang News and Information Station ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation. Ito po ang DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Ngayong Pasko hanggang dumating ang 2026. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies. Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Magandang gabi Pilipinas, narito na ang tamang balita sa oras na ito. Aabot sa mahigit 140,000 calls ang naitala ng Philippine National Police sa Unified 911 Emergency Hotline mula Setyembre 11 hanggang Nobyembre 9 ngayong taon. Batay sa datos ng PNP, mahigit 28,000 o 28,000 tawag ang legitimate emergencies na nangangailangan ng agarang tulong mula sa mga pulis at mahigit 22,000 naman ang prank calls. Naitala rin sa hotline ang halos 2,000 fire incident calls at mahigit 8,000 medical aid, habang mahigit 82,000 ay may mga tawag kaugnay sa public safety concerns, pakikipag-ugnayan sa partner agencies at non-emergency inquiries. Binigyan din ng PNP na patunay ito sa lumalawak na papel ng Unified 911 System bilang one-stop emergency hotline na nagkokonekta sa mga Pilipino sa mga police, medical responders, fire services at disaster units.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIZ News digital accounts. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIZ News app at DWIZ News website. Ako po si Anjo Rinyon, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
DWIZ.
Ang lahat ng opinyon, pagtingin, pananaw o kuro-kuro ng mga bisita at panauhin o mga anchors o host sa programang ito ay sarili at tanging opinyon at pananaw ng mga nabanggit at hindi opinyon o pananaw ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, mga producers o mga namamahala ng Aliw Broadcasting o anumang organisasyon na affiliated sa network at kailanman ay hindi iniendorso ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang mga nabanggit na opinyon at pananaw sa programa.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ Sabado 3 p.m.
Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat muli. Welcome sa programang sumasalamin sa hamon at tagumpay sa workplace, pati na rin sa personal growth. Ito po ang Work-Related. Makakasama niyong lingkod, Lloyd Luna. Pakinggan ninyo kami sa DWIZ 882 AM, Metro and Mega Manila, DWIZ News FM Regional Stations. Mapapanood rin sa DWIZ News TV, sa Digital Free TV at Aliw Channel 23. Para naman sa online, bisitahin ang aming website, www.dwiz882am.com or i-download ang DWIZ 882 app sa iOS at Android. Pwede nyo rin kaming mapanood at mapakinggan live, streaming sa DWIZ 882 Facebook page at YouTube channel. Huwag kayo tumutang mag-like, follow, subscribe, i-share, at i-comment ang inyong mga tanong at reactions sa episode natin for today. Now, bago tayo magsimula sa episode ngayong araw, tingnan natin muli ang ilan sa mga importanteng usapan kasama ating mga naging bisita dito lamang sa Work-Related. Ang access sa education ay hindi lang tungkol sa negosyo, kundi higit sa lahat pagtutulungan ng mga paaralan at local government units upang masigurado na ang lahat ay may pagkakataong makapag-aral. Sa aming kwentuhan kasama si Lyra Crizel Hernandez, PhD, President ng Lemery Colleges. Inisa-isa niya kung paano maisa sa katuparan ang ganitong kolaborasyon.
I realize na yung access to education talaga, hindi lang siya dahil negosyo siya, hindi lang siya dahil sa profit, but because you're capable of or you're able to transform lives ng mga bata, ng mga magulang, ng mga pamilya. And nakita namin yon na po pwede natin gawin kung ano yung ginagawa natin sa elementary colleges in the different towns din.
Right.
Like in Balayan and in San Luis. Bukod dun sa opportunity na this is going to be profitable,
Right.
gusto natin makatulong din talaga dun sa community.
Pero profitable talaga siya. I mean, considering then and now.
Actually, sir, you'd be surprised kasi yung Balayan campus, inopen siya pandemic time.
My goodness.
Mismong
Like,
pandemic time, like 2020, ganun, pandemic time siya. Tapos yung, San Luis din, kaka-start lang niya last year. First year pa lang niya ngayon. First academic year pa lang niya yung nakompleto niya ngayon. Siyempre, hindi naman agad-agad ganoon kadali
Right.
yung return. Kasi sobrang laki, daming investment sa facilities, sa mga tao, etc. Ganyan. Pero, as long as nag-i-increase yung enrollment natin, nakikilala tayo, nare-recognize tayo, not just because meron tayong pangalan, but because sa mga dami nating napag-graduate, daming nagkaroon ng maraming trabaho, maraming nagkaroon ng lisensya, or nakapasa sa mga board examinations, malaking bagay na siya na yung mismong accomplishments talaga ng school at ng mga bata ang siyang mag-advertise or magpo-promote doon sa school.
Affordability. Let's talk about that because access has to do with affordability, di ba? So, as a private education institution, gaano ka affordable?
We're fortunate to have forged partnerships with different LGUs. And with their help, we're able to provide scholarships or educational assistance doon sa mga bata. Half pa nga yun, sir. Half kay LGU, half sa amin.
Oh, nice.
Ganun. So, talagang ano siya talaga, may pagkakawang gawa siya talaga na part. Kasi ang goal naman din talaga is matulungan yung mga batang makapag-aral.
Sa mundo ng negosyo, marami ang nagsisimula bilang underdog. Maliliit, kulang ang resources, ngunit puno ng pangarap at determinasyon. Isa sa aking mga naging bisita sa work-related ay si Francisco Paco Magsaysay, founder ng Carmen's Best Dairy Products Incorporated, na nagbahagi ng kanyang kwento kung paano niya hinanap or hinarap ang malalaking hamon at naging tagumpay niya sa kanyang negosyo. Facing the giant.
Facing the giant.
Identifying a niche and then be good at it.
Alam mo naman, iba yung mindset of underdog.
Right, oo. And then, may perks, no? Yung pagiging underdog.
Yes, yeah. Kasi you can be more flexible, di ba? You're not tied down to a lot of rules, di ba? But of course, you don't want to play dirty also, di ba? Kasi I believe what goes around comes around, di ba? Kumbaga, baka babalik yan, di ba? So, you just plant good seeds and good trees and good fruits comes out of it.
And also because the foundation of the business is integrity when it started in the 1970s.
That's right, yeah.
Ang ating pong guest for today, isang eksperto pagdating sa performance coaching. She is helping yung ating mga leaders na pangatin ng kanilang performances sa kanilang teams at para maabot ang kanilang full potential. Isang performance coach na may puso and founder ng Coach Anda. Samahan natin ang ating guest for today sa isang makabulong kantuhan kasama si Anda Del Rosario, isang kilalang performance coach. Hello, Coach Anda. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Ang sabi nila, behind every great leader is meron daw isang great coach. How true?
That's very true because as a leader, marami kang pinapag-isipan every day. So a lot of things are happening to you. You're doing a lot of things. So as a leader, you need to be able to step back. And I like the saying that to be able to go fast, you need to go slow. So the more you think about things, the more you're able to plan better and react to situations better.
Curious ako kung paano ka napunta dito sa coaching circle because I think the idea of coaching has been there for forever. Pero paano siya na-formalize and how did you become one?
Yeah. So before I became a coach, I've always liked helping people. And so when I started reading about the next career for me, so before, iba yung profession ko sa corporate, no? I was doing marketing, I was doing sales, I was in HR as well. And then I realized that the common denominator among all those careers was people, helping people. So I saw that there were a lot of programs at that time offered by in the US or other countries. And that's where I took most of my programs. And recently lang, during the pandemic, so many people have been wanting to be a coach. During the time that I started, Lloyd, and back in 2010, no, I've been coaching for 15 years already. A lot of people at the time didn't know what coaching was about. So kala nila, is it counseling, therapy, ano ba siya? But my kind of coaching is performance coaching related to the business or related to the organization that you work for.
So very specific yun.
Very specific.
Every
yeah.
stage. Because, nakarinig na namin yung wealth coach.
Oh, maraming. There are different
Napakadaming
kinds of coaches. Yung pinaka-popular, I think, is being a life coach. So you'll find many life coaches out there. So yung difference nun is they're focusing on different aspects of your life. Pero yung sa akin is really focused on performance for the business.
So ano yung inaral mo
Yeah.
sa US? Ano yung mga nakuha mo doon na kinailangan mo ngayon? In fact, very important dito sa ginagawa mo ngayon.
Yeah. So I took some courses on performance coaching. One of the key ones is a program from Florida. So they were tennis coaches, and then they wanted to be able to apply what they learned as tennis coaches to leadership development. So I took that. I also took like a program with Marshall Goldsmith, who's one of the top coaches in the world. So he focuses on helping top leaders all over the world with their performance. And another program that I always use is Gallup Clifton Strengths assessment, because it helps you really identify ano yung strengths mo sa leader, but also helps you look at ano yung mga downside rin ng strengths mo. So knowing yourself helps you understand yung environment that you're working with.
Interesting yung may downside yung strength because people are always looking for the strength and then parang bara-bara, sige gamitin natin ito.
Oh, that's true. So but if you're able to really understand when it works against you, then you're able to navigate it and control it and keep it at balance all the time.
Medyo seductive kasi yan pag sinabing strength mo, you play by the strength. So
You play by the strengths.
play by the strength. So this is my strength. So whatever consequences, di ba? Parang sige gamitin natin yan. Speaking of coaching business, how accepting the Filipino culture is in terms of coaching?
Very accepting now.
Very accepting now.
But interesting enough before, kasi yung culture natin is, I think a part of it is because we get along well with a lot of people, or we're very nice to people around us, we also don't want to see the negative side about us.
Right.
Or it's hard to receive feedback also, and hard to work on the things that we need to work on. Sometimes we feel like it's an insult, or we feel like someone's criticizing us. But lately, like I was saying, lately during the pandemic, that's when everything boomed. And I didn't have to really convince people about coaching. When I started back in 2010, a lot of people were new to it, and they didn't really accept it as much as it is now. Because
probably they were not willing to pay much.
They were not willing to pay much also. And then, like I said, it was, I remember a specific story. So I was working for one of the top banks here in the Philippines. And then I was hired to coach the top leaders in that bank. And a lot of them didn't really want to do the coaching program because they felt that, is there something wrong with me?
Right.
Why are you hiring? Why are you getting a coach to help me? Because I feel like I'm successful and there's nothing wrong with me.
Right.
Right. But because it did so well, and we really chose successful people in that bank, I think I did that program for 4 to 5 years.
How do you convince people that even if there's something wrong with them, it's not really something wrong with them that you're telling them that there is?
It's actually a perspective, no? Instead of thinking that there's something wrong with you, I think it's something that you need to be grateful for, that you found out that there are areas that you need to work on. Because the truth is, I know all of us are not perfect.
Right.
We all have something to work on. And if you know what those things are, and you focus on them, then you get better also.
Now, I would like to go specific.
Yeah.
Ako yung nag-resist dun sa program. And then, what kind of conversation do we have first?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Lloyd, because I've learned to also master that long time ago when people didn't really want to accept coaching, right? So I tried to think of a strategy to make them see the benefits of coaching. So what I did was...
Sorry. So are we over coffee or you're in my office?
Okay,
Am I in
okay.
your
Oh, are we
office?
pretending right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm the one really resisting that. I mean, nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
But good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lloyd. Yeah. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that coaching is really going to help you with your performance. So, but first of all, I wanted to be able to tie it up with your goals. There are reasons why the company got me to help you with coaching, but I also want to hear what your goals are. And I'm sure that in achieving goals, you've had some challenges achieving them.
Oh, so you are asking me.
Yes.
Oh, you're asking me. Kumbaga yung sagot dapat mo makuha galing sa akin.
Oo,
para hindi
dapat
ako
from you.
Para hindi ako resistant.
Yes. If it's from me, then you'll feel like I'm telling you what to do, and you won't see the value of it.
Right.
So
And I don't want that.
And you don't want it. So you have to see the value coming from you.
Yeah, that's interesting. And then you've been doing that, so parang alam mo na more or less kung saan pupunta yung conversation always, almost always.
Almost always, but in coaching kasi you don't direct, you're not the one driving the conversation. The one driving it is really the person that you're coaching.
Right.
And the expertise of the coach is to be able to navigate and to see what the patterns are, to see what's not being said, to ask the right questions on the right time, and to be able to see like a bird's eye view of what's really going on. Kasi sometimes as a leader, as a person, you don't really get to see that with the day-to-day things that you're doing every day. So hindi mo makikita, saan ba ako stuck? Saan ba yung barriers? Saan ba yung parts where that's keeping me from moving forward? Di mo nakikita yun eh.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
And I understand na importante yung trust building dito right away, no?
Oo.
And,
It's very personal kasi
It
coaching.
is personal. You will learn things about me that probably I have never divulged. I mean,
That's true.
nobody knows.
That's true.
But part of my performance growth is kailangan masabi ko sa'yo. So, confidential yun, etc.
Yeah.
At some point. So, paano ka nagbibuild ng trust ng ganun kabilis?
Well, that's another thing that people tell me all the time, that they don't know why they can trust me easily. But one thing I want to say is if you are authentic and if your intentions in helping people is true, like you're not after the money, you're not after manipulating them, or not after some hidden interest, and you're really out there you care for them, you want to be able to help them in their development or their growth, nakikita rin nila yun. So, and that's really what I do, and because I love what I do, I love the impact that I see when I am able to help people. I think that comes out when I talk to people.
Natural, especially when you start talking. Saka siguro mararamdaman din nila yon by the way you ask your questions.
Yung questions ko, yung tone ko, and my facial expression also. So all of that put together builds the trust also.
At ganun kabilis dapat ma-establish yun because
In the beginning, yeah.
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Kasi limited lang yung time na.
Limited siya. So there's some companies that do chemistry sessions where they want to see whether match kayo, no?
Gosh, chemistry session, guys. Chemistry, narinig ko na naman. I hated the subject, but anyway, chemistry building, importante pala yan dito. So what happens during the chemistry building?
Yeah, so you talk about, let's say, yung goals, yung challenges, you talk about the approach. So as a coach, I have to talk about ano ba yung approach ko sa coaching, what are my beliefs or my values, or how do I help them get to the results. And so if they see that they like the process and na-imagine nila na how I can help them, then that's part of the trust also. But like I said, it can't just be that. It also has to be na I have the desire to really help them as individuals. So pag nakita nila yun, they trust me right away. Yeah.
Is it the same approach among many organizations that you consult to, or if there's a difference, ano yung mga different approaches?
So it depends also on the theme that the organization is hiring me for. So let's say the theme is they're going through rapid change, may mga people, like teams, to be able to accept the changes that are happening and to move forward with it quicker. Then that's a different approach in managing change. But there are other people that want me to be able to help their leaders in succession. Let's say moving up to the next level, to CEO, to department head, and they want me to be able to help them with that. So that's a different thing altogether. So iba-iba. But I have a general structure that I use when I coach leaders. So get them to be accountable to change. Kasi yung change, mahirap yun eh.
Kaya nga eh.
Yeah.
I mean, hindi ko alam kung magkano na yung ginastos ng bawat organization when we talk about change management, etc.
I want to say something about that. When I talk to organizations, I also say that, or people, let's say if they hire me individually, sasabi ko rin na, if you don't get a coach, and if this is something that you've been trying to fix for a very long time, and you haven't been able to fix it, anong mangyayari sa'yo in the next 5 years?
Right.
So natatakot sila sa outcome. O nga, no, pag hindi ako nag-hire ng coach, if I don't see my performance barriers, and just keeps on repeating all these problems,
Right.
it's not gonna help me sa long run.
So yung external intervention is very important in the
Oo.
form of a coach.
Yes, yes.
Now, ang question ko is, bakit sa tingin mo internally hindi nila identified, or they still need someone from the outside to get this kind of help?
Yeah, because someone external, unbiased yun. Because if I work for the company, I may have biases, or there's some politics involved and all that. Pero if I work as an external coach, there's more likely that they trust you with things because they know that you are not out to use whatever information about them. So I also always ask permission whether this is something, if this is something I can share with your boss, or this is something that maybe we need to bring up. So there's parang we call it as like a safe space of trust talaga, na hindi ko sinasabi lahat ng mga sinasabi nila unless there's permission.
Kasi yung iba, kailangan mo lang marinig, not necessarily kailangan mong sabihin. And that in itself can parang medyo okay na sila doon, safe sila.
And yung safe space na yon, parang, kasi if you have someone talaga who listens to you like this, diba? And you feel like you can open up and trust that person, a lot of the things na, kunyari, tinatago mo sa sarili mo, or you're not really processing it or thinking about it, if you don't do that, you won't be able to solve your problems.
Right. Mahirap, no? I mean, parang there's an infighting within myself as a member of the organization, and I keep doing what they are asking me to do, and get deep within me, no? Wala kang outlet na masabihan. So, papasok ka doon.
Yeah, that's where I come in. And that's where I help them analyze ano bang nangyayari sa environment mo, but may mga why you're resistant to certain things, what's stopping you, and really how to get to your goals faster and make you an effective leader.
So, you are helping them navigate kung paano, in other words, giving them some options. Kung paano sila mag-move forward, because otherwise, sinasabi mo, there are blocks. No?
Yes. But those blocks are deeper than what you think. You can't just say, i-remove natin yung blocks. Tapos by 1 month, wala na yung blocks na yun. So yung nangyayari is, you have to understand, saan ba nagagaling yung blocks na yun? Saan nagagaling yung fears na yun? Saan nagagaling yung beliefs na yun? And because it's deeply rooted, and it can come from a time when you were younger, even all the way in your past. So hindi mo na-realize.
Or experience mo sa ibang organization.
Mo sa ibang organization or with other people, naka-carry mo yun, and parang nag-a-affect yun sa the way you're operating or showing up every day. Yeah.
And probably the bad thing is you're not even aware, so you go there and then you take it away.
You do that, tapos may effects na yun on the outcome, on the results. So that's when you know that it's not working for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So may psychology, no?
There's a lot of psychology going on. So you have to understand yourself to be able to understand everything else around you. Sometimes baliktad eh. Kasi the reason why everything goes wrong sometimes is that you are adapting too much to the environment without really understanding yourself.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
medyo alanganin yun, kasi what if the environment that you're trying to adapt is hindi yung tamang environment?
Hindi yung tamang environment, or iba yung interpretation mo sa environment na yun, so you're just
Exactly.
going with the flow. So that's really gonna affect you.
Lahat mali na.
Oo, lahat mali na.
Okay, sandali lang po mga katrabaho, ipagpapatuloy natin ang kwentuhan sa pagbabalik ng work-related sessions.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd Luna, at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ, Sabado, 3 p.m. Dahil ang balita hindi tumitigil. Dahil ang balita tuloy-tuloy na nangyayari. Dapat alam mo ang latest kahit ang mga taong nasa likod ng balita. Kaya makibalita kay Senyor Balita! Araw-araw, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, kasama si Ray Pacheco. Live na mapapakinggan sa DWIZ. Panoorin ang live sa Aliw 23 at naka-live din sa DWIZ Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News website. Kaya mga senyorito at mga senyorita, mga senyor, mga senyora, makibalita na kay Senyor Balita. Monday to Friday, alas 3 ng hapon. Bahagi pa rin ng DWIZ News Hapon Highlights. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Pagsapit ng alas 12 bago ka mag-lunch o kaya nagla-lunch ka, dagdagan pa ang mga alam mo para hindi ka naman huli sa balita. Live sa DWIZ Manila at sa lahat ng DWIZ News FM sa buong Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. At mapapanood ng live sa Aliw 23 Free TV at sa lahat ng digital channel ng DWIZ. Ang Balitang Bayan. Mga balitang nangyari lang at kasalukuyang nangyayari. Balitang Bayan. Kasama ang opisyal na tagagising ng bayan, si Drew Nasino. Di ka aantukin kapag nalaman mo na ang latest sa Balitang Bayan. Sa patuloy na pagbabalita ng tama at paglilingkod ng tama. Balitang Bayan. Araw-araw, 12 noon. Mga balitang scoop exclusive. Mga balitang nangyayari pa at gusto mo malaman kung ano na ang latest scoop. Mga balitang hindi mo dapat bitawan at kailangan ng tutok. Mababalitaan lahat, hagip lahat sa DWIZ News Scoop. Naka-live sa Aliw 23 Free TV. Naka-live din sa DWIZ News. Naka-live din online. DWIZ Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News website. Samahan ang buong puwersa ng DWIZ News and Research Team sa paggalugad sa buong bansa at buong mundo ng balita at impormasyon. DWIZ News Scoop. Maki-scoop 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. Kasama si Dennis Antenor Jr. DWIZ News Scoop. Bahagi pa rin ng inaabangan tuwing hapon sa DWIZ News Hapon Highlights. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Dito sa Pilipinas, tanging lamig at init lang naman ang mararamdaman. Ang taglamig minsanan lang sumusulpot sa tuwing maulan o di naman kaya kapag bare months na. Pero ang tag-init, halos araw-araw. Halos buong taon nararamdaman sa bansa. Kaugnay nito ang talamak na kaso ng heat stroke tuwing bakasyon na ang alam ng karamihan ay matatanda lang ang tinatamaan. Pero totoo nga kaya ito? Tara, let's prove it! Bago maniwala sa mga claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Ayon sa medical emergency specialist na si Dr. Mark Austin Gawaran, malawak ang age bracket ng mga taong maaaring tamaan ng heat stroke at hindi lang ang mga matatanda, gaya ng alam ng karamihan.
Although lahat tayo susceptible, no, pwede tayong tamaan ng heat stroke, may mga population lang talaga na mas susceptible or mas may risk na mas malaki, kumbaga mas malaki ang chance nila na magkaroon ng heat stroke, no. So syempre yung mga matatanda, no, kasi syempre dry na yung skin, no, wala na masyadong kakayanan para regulate ng temperature. Yung mga bata, no, tulad ng sabi ko, no, yun ganun din. Yung mga nabanggit natin, yung mga may sakit sa kidneys, no, or CKD, hindi na dialysis, may mga diabetes, yung mga madalas mag-inom ng alak, yung may chance na magkaroon ng dehydration, yung mga athletes natin, police, militar, traffic enforcer, even ang mga jeepney drivers natin, no? Lagi silang nandyan sa tapat ng arawan, no? O kahit yung iba na wala sa arawan, pero napakainit naman ng environment nila. Yung mga construction workers natin, di ba, napakainit, walang hangin na pumapasok doon sa area na pinagaanan nila. Pwede din sila magkaroon ng heat stroke, no? Ang ibig ko sabihin lang is walang safe sa heat stroke. As long as the environment is there, no, init ang temperature natin, hindi tayo nakakapag-hydrate properly, pwede tayong tamaan ng heat stroke.
Ayon naman sa Mayo Clinic, ang mga sintomas ng heat stroke na dapat bantayan ay ang pagtaas ng body temperature, pagsakit ng ulo, pagsusuka, pagmumula ng balat, mabilis na paghinga, at pagdibok ng dibdib, pagiging irritable at pagbabago ng sweating pattern. Para maiwasan ang ganitong uri ng sakit, lalo na at halos buong taon ay tag-init sa bansa, payo ng mga eksperto na magsuot ng maluluwag na damit, gumamit ng mga panangga sa araw katulad ng payong at sunscreen. Higit sa lahat, ugaliin ang pagbabaon ng tubig sa tuwing lalabas ng bahay para maiwasan ang dehydration. Mga moments na hindi malilimutan. Mga moments na laging babalikan. Mga moments na that will stay forever.
Memories like the corners of my mind. Rise in the morning sun, I feel you touch.
Songs and poetry with the seniors. Senior Moments.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my
Sundays, 12:30 p.m. sa DWIZ. DWIZ News FM Regional and Aliw Channel 23.
close to you.
Huwag papayag na wala kang alam sa balita. Maiiwan ka niyan. Huwag kang papayag na hindi mo alam ang latest. Ma-out of place ka niyan. Programang hatid ang tamang balita at tamang impormasyon. Hindi lang sa Maynila, kundi sa buong bayan. Ronda Pilipinas. Pinakabago at pinaka-updated na mga pangyayari ihahatid live. Ronda Pilipinas. Kasama ang gigising sa inaantok mong dugo, si Dennis Antenor Jr. Ronda Pilipinas. Makinig sa buong Pilipinas sa DWIZ Manila hanggang saan mang sulong nationwide sa lahat ng DWIZ local stations sa buong bayan. Watch din ng live sa Aliw 23 at sa Facebook at YouTube ng DWIZ Ronda Pilipinas, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Mga lugar na pinuntahan ng ibang tao, mga produkto, serbisyo na rekomendado. Alamin sa Highly Recommended.
Kung naghahanap ka ng kakaibang destinasyon sa Visayas, ang Leyte ang hindi mo dapat palampasin. Simulan ang iyong paglalakbay sa Kalanggaman Island sa Palumpon, isang paraiso ng puting buhangin at kristal na tubig. Sunod ay ang San Monico Bridge, ang pinakamahabang tulay sa Pilipinas na nag-uugnay sa Leyte at Samar. Para sa mga mahilig sa history, bisitahin ang MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park sa Maypalo, kung saan ipinagdiwang ang makasaysayang pagdating ni General Douglas MacArthur noong 1944. Huwag ding palampasin ang Lake Danau National Park sa Ormoc, isang lawa na may hugis gitara na perfect para sa kayaking at picnic. At para sa mga naghahanap ng tahimik na bakasyon, ang Canigao Island sa Matalom ay may puting buhangin at malinaw na tubig, ideal para sa beach camping. Kaya't ano pang hinihintay mo? Ihanda na ang iyong kamera at damhin ang kakaibang experience sa Leyte. At yan ang ating highly recommended.
Nagkalat ang mga peking balita, mga peking produkto, peking seller, mga panlulokong gusto lang kumita ng pera at minsan buhay ang kapalit sa hangarin ng DWIZ na ibigay ang tamang balita, tamang paglilingkod, hatid sa bayan ang bawal ang peke. DWIZ Fact or Fake. Abangan sa DWIZ News Nationwide, DWIZ News FM, DWIZ News TV at Aliw Channel 23 Nationwide. Ikalat ang tama, bawal ang peke. DWIZ Fact or Fake. Kayang-kaya mo ang kahit na ano kung ikaw mismo ang gagawa nito. Let's learn new things sa DIY Do It Yourself.
Kung nakailang ulit ka na sa pag-restart ng router ngunit nadidisconnect pa rin ang iyong laptop o PC sa Wi-Fi, narito ang isang paraan na maaari mong subukan. Step 1. Pindutin ang Windows button at isearch ang Device Manager. Step 2. Hanapin ang network adapters. Step 3. Iselect ang ginagamit na driver at tumungo ka sa properties. I-click ang power management setting at i-disable ang unang option. Gets mo ba? Sige nga, do it yourself.
Alamin kung bawal o hindi. Dahil kung di mo alam to, kaso ang kakaharapin mo sa NBI. Nako, bawal ito.
Menor de edad pa pero nagtana na? Nako! Bawal ito. Kung iyong mapapansin sa bagong henerasyon, pabata ng pabata ang mga pumapasok sa isang relasyon. Sa madaling salita, mga menor. Yung tipong kapag tinanong ng kumain ka na ba? Abay, kilig to the bones na. Ito'y nakakabahala sapagkat ang kakulangan nila sa kaalaman ay maaaring magdulot ng hindi maganda sa magkasintahan. Kaya paano kung isang araw ay hindi na umuwi ang iyong menor de edad na anak dahil niyaya na pala itong magtanan ng kanyang nobyo? Nako, alam nyo bang labag sa batas ito? Ayon sa Article 234 ng Family Code, mula 17 taong gulang pababa ang ikinukonsiderang menor de edad. At kung menor de edad pa ang isang tao, siya ay nasa ilalim pa ng parental authority ng kanyang mga magulang. Kaya kung nais bawiin ng magulang ang kanyang anak na itinanan, pwede. Ayon sa batas, maaari lang gumawa ng sariling desisyon ang isang individual kapag siya ay 18 taong gulang na. Kung ang nobyo naman ay nagkaroon ng sexual na relasyon sa kanyang nobya, maaari siyang makasuhan kahit pa mayroong consent mula sa menor de edad. Ito ay malinaw na nakasaad sa Republic Act No. 11648 o ang Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. Itinaas naman ng batas ang age of sexual consent sa 16 na taong gulang mula sa 12 taong gulang upang mas maprotektahan ang mga menor de edad laban sa rape at sexual abuse. Ayon sa RA 11648, kung ang bata ay below 13 years old, ito ay may tuturing na statutory rape kung saan habang buhay na pagkakakulong ang kaparusahan. Kung ang bata naman ay above 16 years old at below 18 years old, maaaring kasuhan ang nobyo ng simple seduction na may parusang pagkabilanggo ng 1 hanggang 6 na buwan. Kaya naman para sa mga kabataan dyan, huwag padalos-dalos sa mga desisyon. Kung totoong dalisay ang intensyon, makapaghihintay ang jowa ng tamang panahon. Tandaan, walang rewind sa totoong buhay at laging nasa huli ang pagsisisi. Kaya totoy at nene, huwag pasaway para hindi ka masabihan ng, nako, bawal ito.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd Luna, at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ Sabado 3 p.m.
Welcome back! Nandito po muli ang work-related. Kasama natin si Coach Anda Del Rosario, isang performance coach. Okay, coaching. Ano yung mga normaling, siguro kung bibigyan ka ng sunod-sunod na bawat tatlo na pinaka-common na problem ng isang executive, isang leader, what are those 3 top things na nakita mong very concerned sila?
Well, one would be how to navigate change. No, so you're going through a fast-paced environment. You have high expectations of yourself and other people from you. And so how do you navigate that? So that would be one, how to navigate change. Another one is how do I influence people? How do I read people? How do I build my relationships with people? So part of that also is how do I do difficult conversations with different people?
Right.
So focusing on relationships naman. And so the third one could also be like their fears. So I want to be successful, I want to move up to this level, but I feel like I'm not good enough. Yung mga limiting beliefs, that parang I feel like I am not fit for the role. So how do you make them confident to be able to own the role that they have?
Dun sa una, how they navigate change. I mean, they have been navigating a lot of changes probably prior to you coaching them. What do you tell them? Kung paano siya i-approach? Do you have specific things that you tell them, or?
Well, I try to find out ano yung mga patterns nila. So what makes it difficult for them to go through the changes that they're going through at the present time? And also from the past, ano yung mga difficulties that they've had before in going through change, diba? And then helping them also understand ano yung mga thoughts na nasa isip mo that give you blocks in navigating this change.
Sige, so I'm going to be an executive, I'm going to be a leader, and you will be my performance coach. Tigas ng ulo ng mga tao ko eh. Sinabi ko na base sa pag-aaral, ito yung gagawin namin dito. Kami pupunta, ito yung mga changes na kailangan namin gawin. For some reason, they are not listening to me. So, what do I do?
Well, the first thing is to look into yourself. Maybe, ouch, diba? Yeah, that's what I do. I
back
say,
to you.
Yeah, back to you. It's really about you also. I'm going to say, yes, I hear that there are problems in the environment, but we first have to start with you.
Okay.
So maybe there's something that you're not doing that's contributing to the problem. So it could be things like maybe it's how you're talking to them, how you're motivating them, how you're spending time with them that's causing the problem.
Okay, so maybe I'm too pushy. Or maybe
could be too pushy.
Maybe I'm less pushy.
Yeah, or you're not communicating what the direction is. They're confused in the time of change.
Or maybe I'm making it about me rather than about them and the organization and things like that.
Also, you're making it about yourself. Yeah.
Okay, good. And what about the third one? I'm afraid maybe I'm not enough. How do you address that? Ibig sabihin pala yung mga leaders na ganyan, no? Kahit they are already...
Meron. High up. Even if you're... I was working with someone, foreigner siya, no? And he was...
Hindi ako yan, definitely.
Yeah, hindi ako yan. Yeah. And so he was here as an expat. And his fear was about how do I give myself more confidence? Because I feel like if I'm talking to my peers, I don't feel that I'm good enough. That I'm not showing up the right way. And I tend to keep quiet my opinions because for fear na they're going to question it or they're going to see me through.
Okay.
So I had to make him start believing na tingnan mo yung journey mo. What got you here, diba? And the fact that you're here today is something. So that means that you had the strengths to bring you here. They believed in you. And there's something they saw. And it's something they saw that maybe you didn't see in yourself. And it also could be tied up sa past niya. I'd say things like, where is that coming from? What story is that coming from? He started saying that it was coming from my childhood.
Ang layo, ano?
Oh, layo.
No?
Layo na ang lalim pa.
Oo.
So he was saying that my parents kasi never believed in me kahit anong accomplishments I had, and I always had to prove myself.
Hindi ibig sabihin it's possible na makarating ka sa isang mataas na position and you still have that issue unresolved?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. And it's kind of sad because if you don't see that, then you really don't hit your full potential.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, tahimik ka na lang. Hindi ka na bibigay ng opinion.
Yeah, or you're just going to be, sometimes you're giving your opinions, but you could even do so much more. You could even be more confident, you could contribute so much more. But because of what happened to you with your parents, and they made you feel very insecure about yourself, you carry that with you.
How do they solve that personally? I mean, do they go back to their parents kung buhay pa yung parents nila?
No naman. I don't go that deep because my work is really on performance. It's nothing.
Okay,
it's not related to counseling or therapy. But I do help them change the story, or we call it the narrative sa head nila.
Okay, yung conversation
in their head. So every time they see that situation, they have to put in a box what happened to them in the past. That's the first step. And the second step is to just help them think about, how do I see this situation now? It's an opportunity for me to be able to share my ideas. It's an opportunity for me to represent the company and to help them. So if you position it that way, helping, opportunity, time to collaborate with people, time for me to grow, then all the more you're going to want it. But if you put negative thoughts in your head na, nako, they're going to judge me, attack me, or I'll be mapahiya pa ako dito, ganon. So, I'll be wrong. Oo. So, yung mga ganon, ayaw mo nang, hindi ka nang magsasalita. So, a lot of it is really the stories in your head.
So siguro sa mga katrabaho natin, very important yung idea na yung confidence or lack of it is hindi lang yun sa nasa rank and file. I mean, even leaders is may mga insecurities.
Oo, meron talaga. Yeah, because when you look at confidence is just the outcome. And behind confidence, if you don't have confidence, there's so many things that come with that. Ang dami. Parang siyang iceberg. So yung tip ng iceberg is the story that you think that's a story, but the bigger part of the iceberg, there's so many
maraming
things.
nangyayari.
Nangyayari sa bottom.
Interesting yan, Coach Anda, because as a public speaker myself, yung public speaking, isa akala nila they are building confidence, which in my thought is you're not actually building self-confidence because that's the result of whatever things that happen. Yung fear mo for being judged, yung fear mo to committing mistakes, etc., etc. So sa leadership, ganun din. Mas malalim yung dapat na-address because yung confidence is simply a result of something.
Yeah, the confidence, or not confident, is more of the outcome of something behind it. So it's coming from who are you as a person, how do you see yourself, sometimes it's how you're judging yourself, and that shows up when you go to work or when you deal with people or make decisions.
How would I know if I got a wrong performance coach?
That's an interesting
anything
question.
other than you are not Coach Anda.
Okay. Well, I think if the performance coach is not able to help you move forward, you don't feel like you're progressing, you're not getting the results that you wanted, that's when I think you get the wrong performance coach.
No? I mean, mali na. Mali na nang ma-realize mo na mali yung coach mo kasi walang performance. Pero kung meron kang filter, like before I hire someone, I'm an executive or I'm a leader that I need a coach, what are the red flags kung meron man? Halimbawa, yung sa introduction pa lang, or I don't know, we call it part ba siya ng chemistry building?
In the beginning.
In the beginning?
Well,
ano yung mga hanapin ko?
Well, first, I just want to say, you have to trust yung intuition mo. The way you feel like this person is bola lang, hindi totoo, or parang hindi siya sincere, or parang it's just doing a job, then trust your instincts. That's one. Another one is to be a really good coach. It comes with experience. So na ba yung mga clients this person help, ano yung mga stories na ginawa niya to help others. Tapos ano yung mga, the third one is also connected to ano yung mga schools where that person studied or yung mga certifications that person got to be able to be that good coach.
So, importante yun, ha? Kasi
importante yun.
Maraming fly-by-night, I suppose.
Meron. And there are other people who can say that, it's easy to say naman, I'm a coach, ganon. Pero hindi clear yung process, hindi clear kung paano nila nagawa yun. If you ask them you can ask them different situations, are they able to help your problem? In my chemistry experience with people, let's say they don't want to get me yet, but they want to see how I am as a coach, I already help solve their problem. So I make them name ano ba yung one challenge na gusto mong isolve, and let's solve it in 30 minutes.
Okay, good. Yeah. So parang yun yung free tapes
ni Paco. Ma-feel nila kung
parang free taste ni Paco magsaysay.
So ma-feel nila, diba? Yeah.
Ma-feel nila, parang yun yung sample, okay, nagawa natin, so basically it should work.
Yes, that's right.
Meron.
Yeah.
So importante yung credentialing, importante yung you studied at some place.
Yes.
Para ma-establish yung credibility.
Yes, so it's a lot about, again, coaching is very private. It's like a one-on-one conversation where you really deep dive into who you are as a person. So you really have to be able to trust the person that you're talking to.
Right. Kasi otherwise, sayang yung resources sa kayong time ko. I mean, if I am an organization and I pay you this much and you get to talk to my leaders sa ganitong oras in a particular week, and then walang nangyari. So, wasted resources for me.
You'll be able to test that naman kung nakikita mo na nag-change yung mga outcomes based on what people are saying about you and you're experiencing it yourself. So, nag-change ka talaga.
Paano ba yun? Nakakontrata ka na for 6 months or 1 year? Or
So I do a high intensive program which is 4 months. People are free to extend after the 4 months, but my guarantee is after the 4 months we would have solved what your big goals are, what your major performance blocks are, and we're able to come up with measured results and making sure that those results happen in those 4 months.
So may metrics yan, whether
May
it's
metrics. Dapat may
sales
metrics.
or...
So dapat may impact on the business, impact on people, impact with yourself, and everything else.
Right.
Yeah.
At pati yan, yung mga metrics na yan, may measuring tools kung paano yun. Kumbaga parang naka-define siya before you even...
Dapat naka-define siya. Because if that's not clear, then to your point, paano mo ma-measure ba kung nag-change ka ba? Or parang is it getting better? Or is it happening the way I want it to happen? So maybe it's not also. But I'm also very open on if it's not working, then okay, we can cut it. If it's the expectation is different, then maybe let's not pursue with this. But if it's working, and which works all the time, then let's continue it.
Right.
Yeah.
One reason why you think one particular partnership as a coach and as a coachee or as an organization, why is it not working?
It could be not working because I think from the start pa lang, hindi rin clear on what the approach is and what the coach is doing, why the coach is there and what the role of the coach is in the organization. Another reason why it probably won't work is that if other people around the organization or the top leaders do not believe really in coaching or they just did it for the sake of doing it.
Kasi may feedback silang na-receive na para sa mga employees and leaders nila, we need a coach. And then they say, okay, let's bring in the coach. And they don't really believe.
Yeah, you have to believe and have to want to be coached. But if it's forced on you, if you don't get how a coach can help you, parang you're just doing the motions without really understanding how and wanting how the coach will help you.
Yun bang mga Fortune 500 international multinational organizations, may mga coaches talaga sila?
Oh yeah. So they were pretty advanced in coaching already. So years ago when I started coaching, sila yung companies na I know what coaching is about and I know how it can help my organization. Kasi it's not also, it's also an investment that they have to pay for.
The one I told you a while ago, money, time, other resources.
Yeah.
So, kumbaga, yung time that they're spending do sa coaching program mo is a time away from what they do sa company.
Also, yeah. So, but I want to tell you, Lloyd, it's very short, the coaching session. It's actually just 2 hours per month.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But it's very high impact. Ang dami mo nang na-realize. Because I believe in, if it's short, if it's simple, if it's straight to the point, the easier it is for you to think about, to do it, and to want to do it.
Right. So siguro sa mga red flags din ng bad coaching is yung masyadong mahaba.
It's not simple. There's too many things going on. And parang training program siya na, kasi coaching nga, I think, is very tailored, it's very customized. So, hindi mo talaga naintindihan, ano ba yung needs ng client ko? So, parang it's coming from maybe you want it to be this way, but a lot of it should be, ano yung needs ng organization, ano nung needs ng client, and doon ako mag-a-adjust as a coach.
Kasi ang nakikita kong kaparehas nito sa basketball di ba?
Basketball.
I mean, as a coach, ano kailangan natin para manalo?
Ayun, that's a very good question. Yeah. I love that question.
So yun dun kayo pumapasok really as a coach. Someone looking in out from out.
Yeah. So you could be already a winning championship basketball team, but you want to consistently stay a champion, so you get me.
Which is difficult.
That's a harder part, right? So you're right about that. So the other part is I am doing well, but I want to be able to scale up. I want to level up my team, my leaders, and I need your help.
So it's really not about my competition outside, no? If we are talking about coaching, it's basically what you already have in you.
Yes, what you already have in you. But as you progress, it's also understanding ano ba yung environment ko, ano yung landscape ng business. So you also go into competitors naman. But a lot of it starts with understanding you, which is very hard to understand. Yeah.
Oo nga eh. Sabi nga naman, hindi ko nga kilala yung sarili ko eh. Sino sila para i-judge ako?
Oo nga eh, diba?
Di ba,
So my question is, do you know you?
Exactly. If medyo mag-hesitate ako to answer, it means no, I don't.
You know, and let's do coaching after.
Right. Exactly. Kasi doon pa lang sa tanong mo, do you know who you are? Excuse me, your question again?
Yeah, diba? So, and then you ask them to name actually some of their challenges, where it's coming from. Parang people have a very difficult time just explaining that.
Yes,
or
exactly.
expressing that, diba?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, as an organization, tapos na yung contract natin, do I execute what we talk about? Or kasama ka pa dun sa execution process?
So what I do, I partner with the boss of the leader or the project sponsor or maybe HR to tell them this is my recommendation and this is how to move forward. So if I am just coaching an individual who hired me, who paid for my services, I also give recommendations on how to move forward. Kasi parang may toolkit ka na eh. Parang you have this, it's like a...
In-equip mo na.
In-equip ko na siya. Tapos meron na siyang GPS or meron na siyang mga anchors on how to lead, right? So that is enough to help them just catapult them into another level. Yeah.
Ano yung number one na challenge in terms of execution as far as their feedbacks are concerned?
Execution. I mean, well, one of the hard parts is just being consistent also with the execution. Kasi gusto mo mag-change, pero it's hard to change kasi may mga habits and beliefs na nakasanayan mo na. So I like that challenge also because I try to find out as you execute it, what makes it difficult for you to execute. Kasi if you're able to execute, you're able to make the changes.
Right.
Right? So, but if you don't make the changes, the problem also is maybe your beliefs on it, your commitment, and where is the commitment coming from? Is it fear? So it really helps you understand, why didn't I get to do it? What was difficult for me? And maybe this is a pattern that I do all the time.
I see.
Yeah.
Talk to me about mentoring and coaching, if they are the same or different. How different if they are?
Mentoring is more of like teacher ka. So you're telling people what to do, you're an expert. And then coaching is more of asking questions, facilitating, guiding them, by helping them realize things on their own. Kasi when someone approaches you in coaching, dami nang iniisip, ang dami nangyayari sa buhay niya. And so it's very hard for them to just compartmentalize it and to see it very clear. So yung role of a coach is to help you compartmentalize and to see, ito pala yung patterns ng buhay ko, ito pala yung nangyayari sa akin. When once you understand that, then mahanap mo na rin yung solution in you.
Right.
Also.
So magkaiba yun. Kasi yung iba pinapag-mix yung idea na mentoring sa
And coaching, yeah.
So hindi. It's more of if I'm being coached and then I will be asked. If I'm being mentor, I will be told. Parang yun.
Yes.
Yung idea.
That's right.
Okay, so Coach Anda, if where do they get in touch with you if they need your services? Address our audience there.
Yeah.
Kung paano ka makontak.
So I have an email where you can send me some questions, or if you want to ask me about my coaching services, you heard about that here in the interview. But
Yes, I coach you today.
yeah, after this I can coach you. So after, you can talk to me. So my email address is info@coachanda.com. And then I'm very active also on Facebook. So that's Coach Anda. I have received a lot of inquiries through my Facebook page. I also have a LinkedIn page where you can find me there. My name is Anda Del Rosario.
Okay, Coach Anda, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much, Lloyd.
I hope you enjoyed the interview.
I did.
Dito po nagtatapos ang programang Work Related. Samahan niyo muli kami sa susunod na episode. Mapapanood at mapapakinggan ng Work Related sa DWIZ, DWIZ News TV at sa aming social media platforms sa pamamagitan ng aming live streaming. Ako po si Lloyd Luna. Thanks for watching.
You just have to leave that
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ Sabado 3 p.m. Nagpapalaganap ng tamang balita at tamang paglilingkod sa Metro and Mega Manila at buong bansa. Ito ang News and Information Station ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation. Ito po ang DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Ngayong Pasko hanggang dumating ang 2026. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies. Time check. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock na. Gawing habit ang pakinggan at panoorin ang Health Habit sa DWIZ News Nationwide, DWIZ News FM Regional Stations, Aliw Channel 23 at DWIZ News TV. Hatid ng PhilHealth. Pilipino ako, may PhilHealth ako.
Nakagat ng aso si Juanito ng Quezon City at agad siyang dinala sa Animal Bite Treatment Center para sa agarang gamutan. Mabilis na nalinis at tabigyan ng injection si Juanito. Mabuti na lamang at accredited ng PhilHealth ang Animal Bite Treatment Center na kanilang napuntahan, kung kaya inasikaso ng kanyang pamilya ang pagkumpleto ng mga papeles para sa pag-claim ng benefit package sa PhilHealth. At hindi niya inasahan na libre ang lahat ng gastos nila. Ito ay dahil sa pinagbuting Animal Bite Treatment Package ng PhilHealth na ngayon ay 5,850 pesos. Sakop ng pakete ang coverage para sa post-exposure prophylaxis o PEP treatment. Ito ay ang mga bakuna at gamot na ibinibigay sa isang taong nakagat o nakalmot ng hayop na maaaring may rabies. Kasama rin ang rabies vaccine, rabies immune globulin o RIG para sa mas epektibong proteksyon. Ito ay ibinibigay kasabay ng rabies vaccine upang agad protektahan ang katawan laban sa rabies virus. Kabilang din ang wound care at management para maiwasan ang impeksyon. Kasama rin dyan ang tetanus prophylaxis para sa karagdagang proteksyon. Ito ay gamot o bakuna na ibinibigay para maiwasan ang tetanus, isang impeksyon na dulot ng bakterya na maaaring pumasok sa sugat. At panghuli ay ang antibiotics at medical supplies na kailangan para sa mas mabilis na paggaling. Pero ano nga ba ang Category 2 at Category 3 rabies exposure? Ang Category 2 exposure ay ang minor scratches na walang dugo, partikular sa ulo at leeg. Ang Category 3 exposure naman ay malalalim o dumudugong sugat sa leeg, pababa ng katawan na dulot ng kagat ng hayop, kontaminasyon ng mucous membrane sa mata, ilong, tenga, bibig o iba pang parte ng katawan. Open wounds na natalsikan ng laway o body fluids ng hayop na may rabies. O di naman kaya ay mouth-to-mouth resuscitation ng taong maaaring may rabies. Paano makaka-avail ng package? Sa PhilHealth, layunin nito na magkaroon ng financial risk protection ang lahat ng Pilipino, bata man o matanda, saan mang sulok ng mundo. May hulog man o wala sa PhilHealth, makakakuha ka pa rin ng benepisyo. Ngunit, bilang isang Pilipino, may social responsibility tayo na magbayad ng kontribusyon upang mapanatili ang pondo para sa patuloy na pagbibigay ng dekalidad na serbisyong pangkalusugan sa lahat. Sa tulong ng Animal Bite Treatment Package, hindi na kailangang mag-alala ng pamilya ni Juanito sa mahal na gastos ng gamot at bakuna. Kaya labis ang pasasalamat niya at ng kanilang pamilya sa PhilHealth. Sa patuloy na pagbuti ng mga benepisyo, layon ng PhilHealth na alagaan ang kalusugan ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Universal Healthcare, bawat Pilipino ay miyembro at sigurado sa benepisyo. Dahil Pilipino ka, may PhilHealth ka.
Ang PhilHealth ay kaisa ni Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. sa hangaring maging malusog ang lahat ng Pilipino. Kaya aming pangako sa lahat ng miyembro, tuloy-tuloy ang serbisyo, papalawigin pa natin ang inyong benepisyo. Ako po si Dr. Edwin Mercado, Pangulo at punong tagapagpatupad ng PhilHealth.
Ang PhilHealth ay bukas 24 hours, 365 days in a year, pati na sa weekends at holidays. Maaari kang tumawag sa kanilang hotline sa mga sumusunod na numero. Para sa kanilang landline, 02-8662-2588. Ang kanila namang cellphone numbers, 0998-857-2957, 0968-865-4670, o pwede rin naman sa 0917-127-5987, o di naman kaya sa 0917-110-9812. Kung gusto mo mag-request ng callback, mag-text lang ng PHI callback, space, mobile number na tatawagan, space, detalye ng inyong concern at isend sa mga cellphone numbers na nabanggit. Pwede rin magpunta sa kanilang website na www.philhealth.gov.ph at i-click ang click to call icon para makausap ang isang PhilHealth representative. Nandito lang ang PhilHealth para tulungan ka sa anumang oras.
Till the next 10 o'clock, make it a habit, makinig, manood at follow na sa Health Habit. Hatid ng PhilHealth. Pilipino ako, may PhilHealth ako. Walang yumayaman sa pagiging empleyado lang. Dapat lahat tayo nagninegosyo. Timing! Narito ang isang programang magbibigay ng tamang gabay sa pagnenegosyo. Pakinggan